Hi, my name is Chris Kane, and I've been architecting and implementing solutions and programs using Luminate Online for over a decade. Today, we're going to show you how, as a healthcare organization, you can effectively engage your constituents using Blackbaud's Luminate Online digital marketing platform. What exactly is Luminate Online? Luminate Online is Blackbaud's flagship online engagement platform. And we realize that engagement means different things to different organizations. But at the highest level, Luminate Online powers fundraising, email and social experiences, all aspects of in-person or virtual events, and peer-to-peer fundraising campaigns. Luminate Online is currently trusted by over 1,000 organizations of various sizes in a wide variety of areas of focus. It successfully delivers billions of emails, including at key times of the year, and processes billions of dollars in transactions securely, stable, and compliantly, and some of the largest healthcare organizations trust Luminate every day to support their mission. As a true platform, Luminate Online powers a variety of touch points to supporters, collects useful, actionable data, and enables communications and extensibility into other platforms that serve your business needs, such as a CRM system, like for example Razor's Edge or Blackbaud CRM. We'd be remiss if we didn't touch upon some changing aspects of the digital engagement space that have had a very real effect on healthcare organizations. You're likely experiencing this new normal. Face-to-face fundraising has been severely impacted. You're having to compete with other causes and institutions, not to mention the stuff going on in the news for attention and for dollars. Event coordinators are having to pivot to virtual or outright cancel what were formerly vibrant activities. And in general, organizations are strategizing on how to offset revenue losses. The good news is that this situation has only reinforced the importance of the core best practices in online marketing and fundraising that we already know about. Digital has become an even more important channel for outreach and communication. It inspires you to do better to meet the expectations of your constituents about engagement and how to support your administrators with effective online tools. All of this emphasizes personalized, timely, and relevant experiences for your community. And implementing solutions like this help follow best practices that enable you to weather not just this storm, but whatever the next one might be. Let's see what Luminate Online can do with an example here from Ann and Robert Lurie Children's Hospital of Chicago. On Valentine's Day, they provide a fun and engaging way of sending a message to the kids in the hospital, and for those people who take action, they also receive an automated, personalized follow-up, including a message the day after Valentine's Day that has a link back to the webpage with a photo gallery and a video of them printing out and sharing the cards that were sent. No one at the organization had to manually run a report or export a list of recipients or action takers. Luminate is able to automatically target people who took action with these coordinated follow-ups. And when Luminate email links to a Luminate giving form, it's a very streamlined process to have a mobile-optimized checkout experience. And in one additional highlight of the automation, the following year, the Handfuls of Love email announcement was sent to last year's participants, myself included, though this year I did not take action. So on the morning of Valentine's Day 2020, I received a reminder, for which I was still too busy to reply to, but then again later that evening, I received one additional reminder that it was still not too late to send a card to the kids in the hospital. The system is smart enough to know if I've opened these messages or taken an action, to determine whether or not I should receive these reminders. And as you can see, these constituent journeys can be very dynamic and triggers based on a variety of things, including actions on the web, engagement with email campaigns, insights or interactions gleaned from the offline world or from data enrichment, all coming together to provide a personalized, timely, and relevant communication that not only meets the expectations of your supporters, but gets better results because of this combination of timing and content. And when it comes to fundraising, that personalization and that deep, data-backed engagement pathways lead to highly personalized giving experiences in which you are upgrading and not downgrading donors, pre-filling known information, and truly optimizing around content and imagery to see a lift in things like average gift size. And increasingly, taking money online these days means supporting things like digital wallets and providing recurring giving options. as the subscription economy has helped set consumer and donor expectations of a more streamlined and ongoing relationship. So accordingly, the Luminate platform has many best practices for sustainer fundraising built in, from support for a credit card updater system to automatic processing of gifts, including receipts and the ability to offer a gift service center in which the donor can manage the details of their gift on an ongoing basis, whether that means updating their credit card or changing the day of the month that that gift occurs, or things of that nature. Donors prefer to interact with you in the manner in which they accept a gift, so if they're making a recurring gift online, they should be able to manage it online. Allowing donors to self-service reduces the burden to donor services staff as well. And the credit card updater features from Blackbaud Merchant Services help ensure these gifts stay active, even if the donor's original card is stolen, lost, or expired. Blackbaud integrates fundraising and engagement data to radically increase connection and drive action, so that you can inspire supporters and influencers. Now my colleague Sam is going to walk through a little bit more of what this looks like on the front end, as well as give a glimpse of how an administrator can make this happen.
Thanks, Chris. Hi, everyone. My name is Sam, and like Chris, I too came from a services background here at Blackbaud, where I helped implement and worked on the Luminate Online platform for hundreds of clients. In this next part of the presentation, I'm going to dive a little bit deeper and show how you and your organization can power acquisition, cultivation, and conversion through Luminate Online. This starts with email marketing. Email is not going away, and is still a huge driver of digital engagement and fundraising. In fact, email motivates 30% of online giving, up from 6% just 10 years ago. Luminate Online lets you create dynamic email campaigns with as many emails as you want. Whether those campaigns are fundraising focused, monthly newsletters, or just encouraging your constituents to get involved. Luminate Online excels at driving engagement through email. Earlier, Chris already showed you a welcome series example from the Nature Conservancy. Remember, a welcome series is a series of automated emails that go out to all of your new email subscribers. These emails through Luminate Online are completely configurable from a design perspective. You'll have the ability to use HTML to control the look and feel of your emails. Or you can also use a natively mobile responsive email template instead. You can choose whatever works best for your organization. The Luminate Online platform also gives you the ability to add conditional content to the emails that you create. For example, in this third message of a welcome series, it's asking the constituent to become a donor. What if this constituent was already a donor? They took action on the first message they received in this welcome series and made a donation. They might think it's a little disingenuous that you don't know this and you're still asking them to donate again. With Luminate Online, we can conditionalize content so that instead of seeing this right sidebar with the Donate Now button, for all donors, we can show them a different message with a heart and a thank you message instead, along with a listing of how much their gift was that they made recently. This is an example of both conditional content and personalization all available in Luminate Online. With Luminate Online, you have robust reporting as well that will help you easily track click-throughs, open, and bounce rates to help you measure the effectiveness of your email campaigns. Remember, email drives engagement and fundraising. Let's back up and imagine if Robert had not donated yet. What happens if someone like Robert decides to make a donation from the email welcome series? He's learned about your organization, he believes in your cause, and he wants to support the cause through a financial gift. Because we know who the recipients of these emails are through Luminate Online, when Robert clicks on this button and goes to the donation form will automatically populate the biographical information for Mr. Hernandez, so that all he has to do is choose a donation amount and choose to pay through his credit card, through his checking account, or even through a digital wallet to make his gift, making the process of donating that much more seamless and easy. So for example, you can see here, he can choose to give by Visa checkout, or if I was on an Apple device, it would show the Apple Pay option as well. These are ways that we can really help your donors make that donation much easier on their behalf. Because as we all know, the more steps you introduce to donation process, the less likely it is you're going to receive that gift. Just like with email, you can create as many donation forms as you want with Luminate Online, all tied to your various fundraising campaigns. The Luminate Online donation forms can support designated giving, recurring giving, honor memorial giving. These are all options that are available through Luminate Online. Whether they're all in the same donation form or they're on a variety of forms, you can really choose how you want to handle that process. In this donation form, we have gift designations enabled, so I can choose where I should send my gift when I make that gift. You can also allow multiple designations to be chosen from a donation perspective. You can see here I can also easily make this checkbox to make my gift recurring. I can also allow my gift to be made anonymously. And of course, I can also give a gift that is in honor or in memory of someone, along with the ability to notify a recipient that a gift was made on their behalf, and choose as well the look of that e-card that they receive, notifying them of this gift. These are all things that are natively part of the Luminate Online platform. You might not necessarily have them all in the same donation form, but it is possible. I should also mention that out of the box, all the Luminate Online donation forms are mobilely responsive, so I can view this on a mobile device and still take action quite easily as well. So if I resize my screen here, imagine being on a mobile device, I can still make a donation on my iPhone or my Android device. Now you might have noticed something kind of peculiar here. The donation level amounts on this donation form are quite high. 500, 1,000, 2,000. Why is that the case? That's because I am currently auto-logged in as Mr. Robert Hernandez, who's given a gift. And you can see here, it even shows me I'm logged in as Robert Hernandez. And as a result, based on Robert Hernandez's past giving history, I have made these donation form amounts be dynamic, so that they're dynamic asks based on a calculated value based on his latest, greatest gift. If I log out of here, you can see I'm going to log out of as Mr. Hernandez, and I'll show you now that everyone else will see the standard gift amounts of 30, 60, or 120. This is a way that the Luminate Online platform can help uplift the next donation amount given by a constituent or supporter online. Donors prefer to interact with you in the manner in which they made the gift. If they make a recurring gift online, they should be able to manage it online. Allowing donors to self-service reduces the burden on donor services staff. The Luminate Online platform provides a way for your constituents, both donors and non-donors, to log in, update their biographical details, opt in and opt out of email interest categories, and most importantly, manage and update their recurring gift information. As we can see here, Mr. Robert Hernandez can come online, input his username and password, and then be taken to the donor service center. He can also associate his login with a social media account like Facebook or Twitter or Gmail to be able to make that process much easier. Once Mr. Hernandez logs in, he can be taken here and update his biographical information. He can update his email address, his mailing address, his phone numbers. He can come here and update his email preferences to receive interests that only apply to him, whether he's interested in receiving interest emails about newsletters or events or volunteering. He can also go, most importantly, to the gift service center and see the details of his recurring gift. And based on how you want to set it up, he can update his gift, he can uplift it, he can cancel it, he can suspend it. He can also come in here and update the credit card details himself. Maybe his credit card changes, he can do that himself here. These are all options that can be enabled to your donors in the gift service center. Again, making that process much easier for you as an organization when the donor can go online and do it themselves. Online event registrations can also be powered by the Luminate Online platform. In this case, a summer banquet. The constituent can go online, go to the event registration form that you sent them via an email or that's available to you on your website. They can click on the Buy Tickets button and be taken to the actual form itself that's asking for their information. You're also going to be able to add additional questions on that event registration form, capturing things like food choice, guest registration information. All these things are available to you to do from an online event perspective. Not only that, but you also be able to have available to you a calendar of events that can show you both on a regular monthly view, a weekly view, a daily view, or even a list view of things that are happening in that time period. This calendar can be also set up so that you can create and filter events that are available to choose from based on interest category that you've set up, in this case, fundraising events or volunteer events, or even categorizing events, tied to the type of event it is as well. These are all ways that you can drive engagement through event registration through Luminate Online. Not only these type of ticketed events, but Luminate Online also allows you to create peer-to-peer fundraising events, whether it's a classic run, walk, ride event, for example, like this Pedal for Good. You can provide a way for your supporters to join and register to become a peer-to-peer fundraiser, or join a team that someone else has set up for them to become part of, as part of maybe their company competition or a family competition. These are all ways that we can drive digital engagement through Luminate Online. We also can create evergreen DIY, do-it-yourself fundraising campaigns through Luminate Online in honor of someone's birthday or a special occasion, or maybe a community fundraising campaign. These are all things that can be done through the Luminate Online platform to really drive engagement in this way as well. Remember, everything I've shown you so far is all part of the same digital marketing engagement platform. So if someone signed up for an event or became a peer-to-peer fundraiser or made a donation online or volunteered, these are all things that can be captured in the same place through Luminate Online. We also want to mention that the Luminate Online platform lets you create all kinds of web forms so that your constituents can come online and fill out this with their information and answer the questions that you're proposing to them. What you're not seeing again is some of the automation where based on how they answer these questions, they can be added to specific groups that you can then use for further follow-up and further group membership build-outs as well. This actually happens throughout the entire Luminate Online platform. When someone makes a donation, they're not only added to a donor group, but also to a group tied to that specific donation form and even that specific donation amount level. When someone signs up for an event, they're added to that event group within Luminate Online. These are all things that are automated behind the scenes that help you reduce friction from an administration perspective as an organization. That was my brief tour from the online perspective to show you the variety of different ways that Luminate Online drives engagement through emails, through donation forms, through event registrations, through peer-to-peer campaigns, through online web forms. I also wanted to briefly show you the admin interface so that your admin users will be using with Luminate Online. Because Luminate Online is a cloud-based solution, you just go to your web browser, you'll log in with your username and password, and once you log in, you'll be taken to the admin interface of Luminate Online. Luminate Online has a eCRM called Constituent 360. That is the central holding area for all engagement data across all of Luminate Online's functional areas. Key information about your constituents and how they engage from both origin, source, and subsource. They came from an online form, to the biographical information, their address information, to group membership are all going to be displayed in Constituent 360. To be clear, segments in Luminate Online are called groups. So this is an example of all the various groups that Mr. Hernandez is part of. Groups can be automatically built off of actions someone's taken. You can also manually create a group and add constituents to a group. Without knowing code, you can create complex queries that add constituents to groups automatically, even scheduling those queries to run on a regular basis. In the query tool under data management, we can take a look at an example of one of these queries that has been built out. For example, this demo welcome series query. You can see here that it shows the parameters of this query. You basically can choose the parameters to build out this query and then add the results of that to a group automatically. What about reporting? Reporting is also quite robust and complete within Luminate Online. The report writer functionality lets you come in here and create a new report, choosing, in this case, the different types of reporting that you're going to use it off of, in this case, transactions. And then once I come in here, I'm able to pre-select one of these available reports and choose the various columns, entire plethora of columns that can be used to build out my custom report. And then I'm going to be able to come in here and actually filter and sort my report quite easily using a drag and drop methodology to find the report that matches the requirements that I want, and then save that report in my report folder to run on a regular basis as well. So very simple and powerful reporting available to your administrators within the Luminate Online platform. Finally, after that brief peek of the admin interface, I'll conclude by just saying that the Luminate Online platform, as Chris mentioned, is open and robust. With open APIs, let you take full functionality of the Luminate Online system and use it elsewhere, whether that's integrating with other solutions that are out in the marketplace, like a CRM like Razor's Edge NXT, or other systems that you might want to use to extend functionality from the digital marketing perspective. The Luminate Online platform is robust and powerful and open as well. And with that, I'll conclude my demonstration today and pass it back to Chris. Thanks for your time. Chris, back to you.
Thanks, Sam, for that review of some of the key capabilities of the Luminate platform. So, just to recap, what all of this means is that the best practices are more important than ever to get past the competition. Healthcare organizations need flexible ways of growing their supporter base, taking donations online, whether they be one-time donations, monthly, or part of an e-commerce experience. Helping organizations diversify and stabilize their revenue channels and grow predictable and sustainable fundraising into the future is key. A major driver of online giving is still good old-fashioned email, but to cut through the noise, healthcare organizations need a robust email engine that leverages personalization and conditional content, combined with dynamic triggers and automation, to power the right message to the right people at the right time with the right call to action. And with Luminate, under the hood of all this is a stable, scalable system that provides the reporting and analytical needs, as well as the extensibility that modern marketing organizations require. For more information on how Luminate Online can help you increase your fundraising, contact Blackbaud today.